Hi everyone, welcome to this reading. I have my crystal ball off to the side, so I will be scrying throughout this message. If you're new to my channel, my readings are a little different, and if you're returning, welcome back. You know how we do if it doesn't resonate with you. If you're forcing the story to fit, arguing with it in any way, just leave it behind for the people who it's meant for. I'm already getting pulled in, so I'm trying to get through my spiel. By the time I post this, there will have been a channel membership posted, reading posted the day before, so definitely check that out. And if you're interested in channel memberships, that link will be in the description box below. Okay, I'm ready. Okay, taking a step aside. And allowing spirit to pass through me. Opening up to receive information. Okay, I felt like the pressure changed and I just feel like I'm being surrounded right now. Let's see what's going on here. All right, so this feels like Master Guide Collective. Because I'm saying Master Guides because it's a higher level. It feels like a higher level of guides that are stepping forward. And whoever the collective is that they want to bring a message forward for, it feels like, okay, woof. Okay, it feels very strongly like there's importance being placed upon you. Very specifically. So believe in yourself, don't believe in yourself, just get that out of the way right now. Whoever this collective is, there's a significant amount of importance being placed upon you. This is one reason why you feel a great deal of pressure to figure something out, okay? And it's not that the guides are trying to pressure you, it's that it's almost like waiting with bated breath. And the feeling that they're giving me is that we chose you because of, and then that's where this whole message is going to come in. Whoever I'm speaking to, there seems to be something that we've been repressing inside of our life. There's an energy that we've been repressing. And the very thing that you're repressing is the very thing that you're meant to use. This is not an ability. This is not a spiritual ability. This isn't some like profound openness of the heart space. It's none of that. They're sinking me a little bit lower and I'm feeling like this furnace. So it's anger. It's our passion, right? You may have been told that you're just way too passionate. We can't handle you. You're too much. You know what I mean? You may have been told that, you're just angry all the time. What's wrong with you? You might be somebody who even had like a very reactionary nature at one point. I do feel that we've come into some sort of balance, that we've worked to, again, suppress this. The message that's coming forward is you were chosen because of this. This is part of you because this is part of what's going to propel the momentum for you towards something. This aspect of yourself is something that has helped you through many obstacles in your life. It has served the function of keeping you safe at times in your life. And even if you don't like how it manifested previously, there is a clear demarcation inside of your life of then and now. And now what has been happening, they're bringing me to a card that this is the only card on my deck that's faced upright. I don't know why this one's faced upright, but it is. And it's this gestation. This is the period that we've been in. We've been growing inside of this sort of bubble. So you may have isolated, for example, or you may have just seriously limited your contact with particular types of people. You may have decided to get very rigid about if this triggers this aspect of me, it has to go, right? But there's something here about being in a transition period inside of our life, working on ourself. I don't know why I just heard the word cauldron, but I did, so that might be something for somebody. And this is a period where we're really coming into our pure potential, our full potential. They're showing me a Vesica Pisces now. And so for whoever this message is for, you may even have that feeling like another energy has come in, or that you've aligned to a different reality, or that you've aligned to a path that you're meant to be on. You may not necessarily feel that you're walking that path right now, and you may not even know what that path looks like, but it seems like an innate knowing that this is the next phase, that you've arrived at the next phase. This energy can be taken away from the way that it was expressed before, and rather than repressed, it can be used now. One of the reasons why it's going to be used now and why it needs to be used now is as you take these steps on this path, there's going to be obstacles that come up, and it requires that energy, that rage, that anger, that fierce warrior core that you may be trying to release inside of yourself. It's going to take that energy to break through these barriers, right? Not giving up. Understanding that sometimes when we're manifesting things for ourselves and we're taking the steps to do that for ourselves, when those obstacles come up to derail us, it's because it's almost like the subconscious is like trying to keep us in the same place, because this is where we truly feel safe. So understanding what's happening here, that the more that you get through these obstacles, the less they're going to happen. As we train that subconscious energy, really I call it the dragon energy, as we train that dragon not to be disturbed by all the new things and all the good things that we're allowing to happen inside of our life. This is where we come into, when people don't have that warrior core and they come up into those boundaries, this is where they give up and they say, I tried this and I tried this and I tried this and none of it worked. Whoever this message is for, you're meant to break through those boundaries. You're meant to see those things. And if you can't break through them, understand this is a redirect, right? It's because there's a better way to go about it. There's some other way that we're supposed to go. Whoever this message is for, you were chosen by the guides because of this. So this may be a source of something that you feel that you always had to keep under wraps, or something that you feel that you had to tame at some point. Maybe you're facing this energy here where you're starting the first new steps and you're having all these problems come up and all these obstacles. And the guidance for you then is to take this energy that you have, this passionate warrior energy that you have inside of yourself, and apply it to this situation. This is the appropriate situation to apply it to. Now they're giving me symbols. If you're new to my channel, the symbols don't mean that the reading is or isn't yours. It just means that if the symbols do resonate for you, pay extra attention. I'm seeing a mirror that's covered. So someone has a mirror that's covered. I'm almost feeling that this is inside of a bedroom. Okay. I'm seeing a bottle of rose water. And I feel like that's come up often, but I don't know. There's a bottle of, deja vu. Deja vu is another one. Somebody's been having a lot of deja vu recently. Again, that cauldron came up, so I just want to say that again. There's something about it, it's like lotus shaped, and it's almost like a vessel or like some sort of receptacle of some kind. I don't know if it's like an incense holder or something that like receives ashes, for example. Okay, and then there's a statue of Ganesh, but it's different. There's something different about it. Yeah, I'm not quite able to put my finger on it. I wasn't even able to recognize that that's what it is because there's something different about it. Okay. And that's it. It was a very short list here. And someone has like a gold charm bracelet on their left wrist. Okay. And a burning bay leaf. Somebody has a burning bay leaf right now. Okay. I'm almost feeling like this tug that's coming through in my solar plexus. So somebody here, you may be feeling that sensation like something's tugging on you. And they're giving me like this sense that whatever this is that we're supposed to do, whatever it is that is essentially, it feels like a mission. There's a little bit of a sense of urgency towards it. It's not, I don't really know that there is an urgency. It's almost like a forward momentum that's being built over time. And we just have that energy because we're so close to it. That energy is like pulling on us like gravity now. There is something about commitment coming in through that. I'm not necessarily reading all the love stuff from this card or these cards because they want me to focus on the general energy, and the general energy of this is commitment. So someone here has committed themselves to this path, whether this is a vow that we made before coming into this life or if it's something that we signed up for earlier on in life. There seems to be some sort of commitment. For some of you, you're being asked to commit to this path rather than allowing yourself to falter every time that there's an obstacle. Follow your passion, right? That's another reason why this passion energy is coming out. Follow that passion. Here we have clarity. We have truth, intentions, and honesty. So I think that for whoever this message is for, allowing yourself to continue to have the perspective that you understand that this is the path for you, and not allowing yourself to view every obstacle as a sign that you need to quit. I don't feel that that's part of whoever this message is for. I don't feel that it's part of your natural makeup. You may have adopted a belief like that, for example, from having so many things not necessarily work out. Remember, sometimes if there's no way to make it work out, it's a redirection. It doesn't mean that you necessarily have to quit. Maybe it's the general essence of what you're trying to do is being redirected over here. But I do feel that for some of you, for most of you, it is about getting through this particular obstacle. Okay, so I see what I'm doing. I'm going to be honest about this. The reason why I keep going back to the redirection is because I know there's people that are going to take this message and it's not meant for them. And what's going to happen if this message isn't meant for you and you're taking this message as part of yours, even though like some of the things don't necessarily describe you, what's going to happen is you're going to come up against obstacles that maybe there is no way around them. And those are redirections. For this group, if you recognize yourself 100% beyond a shadow of a doubt that this is your reading, it's not going to be a redirection. It's going to be something that you have to take this fiery, fierce energy inside of yourself to blow through these. There's going to be some realizations and epiphanies and understandings and awakenings that happen and get sparked by you breaking through these particular barriers. And this is something that is going to serve to align you more to what I can only experience as or explain as the cosmos, right? That energy that permeates everything. This guide collective is basically bringing whoever this message is for into a greater place of connection. I don't want to, okay, so they want me to correct that. They don't want me to say bringing into, because they're not leading you, they're supporting you into this space. But that's why this message is coming through, because it's going to take a lot of willpower to get there. It's not necessarily going to be easy at first. And so allowing yourself to stop suppressing this aspect of yourself and understanding that there is a healthy way to apply it. And it is towards the obstacles that are threatening to keep you stuck in an old way of being, that this is the appropriate place to place those. That doesn't mean being angry at yourself. It just means saying, I have an obstacle. Not today, Satan. We're blowing through this. We're going to do it, right? Getting that that gumption to see the thing through with this commitment, with this clarity of focus, and allowing yourself to process the realizations as they come. There's something about blowing through these obstacles, and I don't know why I keep saying that, blowing through these obstacles. I don't know why it's coming out quite that way. That's not normally how I would say that. There's something here also about like a trail of lights. So there may be certain signs or synchronicities that are helping you to say, okay, yes, this is the right way. Yes, this is the right way. You already know it inside. You can already feel it, but you're just receiving confirmations at this time that it is. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4 as I looked up and said that. Okay. One of the things that you're probably trying to do at this moment is create a solid foundation for yourself. This is the card. And one of the ways that you're doing that is by opening this door, creating a new foundation. For some of you, it might be physically in the 3D, it might be spiritually, and it all starts by opening this door. I'm seeing that this door opens up into like this lush garden space. So it may be trying to work on some sort of abundance for yourself. It may be trying to work on some sort of, for example, an astral space where you communicate and you commune with spirit. It may even be just simply opening up a doorway of opportunity for yourself that you hadn't previously taken. Okay, cut the deck. Okay. And then we have this butterfly that's on this, purple flower. There's some sort of transformation. I almost feel that whoever this message is for, you're able to look back, and you have been looking back and understanding how far you've come. Again, the tips of that butterfly's wings is that brilliant orange color, which is really reminding me of the space that they sank me into, that sacral chakra space. So there's this whole thing going on with like our past lives, our karma, our inner child, our anger, that sort of willpower, our creativity. All these things are seeming to coalesce into one great fire that is like creating the heat that is propelling us forward. So this is where we start to reawaken an aspect of ourselves that maybe we allowed ourselves to shut down, thinking that it wasn't valuable or that it was causing problems. And in reality, it's just because in the time before, we weren't necessarily aware of how to use it appropriately. Whatever this phase represents, whatever this card represents in terms of phases in your life, in this space, you've learned how to use it appropriately. You've learned how to not wield it in an appropriate way. And so now it's time to bring that energy back out and allow it to be a creative force inside of your life. Because even the most destructive forces are at their core meant to be used as creative forces. So it's almost like the end of one thing begins the new thing, right? You can use this sort of destructive, fiery energy in order to destroy the barriers that come up inside of your life, because you're using that willpower to just push you forward and to drive you forward. Again, I feel like I'm just going to keep reiterating this. That's really the message. So this is a little shorter for me, but I'm going to leave this message here. So whoever this message is for, this guide collective wants you to know that you were specifically chosen because you have this quality, that this is a good quality, and now is the time to use it for something beautiful and creative inside of your life. So I'm going to leave this here. If this resonates for you, please hit that like button, and until next time.